There's professional officers, and then there's commanders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wise words.
Yeah, let's hear robberies.
Oh, you said it, not me.
Or
Okay.
requirements.
Don't forget, guys, click all those links. Check them out. Appreciate that. We had a little commercial break.
Hey, commercial
Look,
break.
What's up, everybody? And once again, welcome to another video. And boy, this is a good one. But I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for being present, guys. You already know all these videos, this channel is literally brought to you by you. All right, that's why you are in YouTube. What would YouTube be without you? You already know. So thank you. Thank you for being present. Also, team, I just want to set this one up. All right, so in this video, I had the opportunity to sit down with two teammates, friends, battle buddies, and work buddies who served as commanders with me in my last unit that I'm now leaving and PCSing to another unit. As a first sergeant, you know you're part of a command team and you have a teammate who's also the commander. And in this video, you're gonna see one of them. His name is Brady. Good dude. You've seen him on previous videos. We've had a great time as serving as a command team. And of course, my other buddy David, who you've seen in other videos too. We've played golf together, we've hung out, we've mentored each other, confided in each other, and he served as another commander of another team, another unit, another company within the unit. So it was an honor, it was a privilege to have them come on and agree to record with me and just kind of reflect. We talked about reflection, leadership, good times, and then also experiences. These guys have went down different paths in the military, and that's something really cool. And you guys already know, I always tell you how you win matters, but who you win with matters most. And I can gladly say that these two gentlemen are teammates that I have just constantly, we've always won together. So I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. So thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and of course, check out some of the chaos merch at the links in description down below. And of course, hit me up on social media. You know, as I'm kicking off this journey, I'm transitioning now to the next chapter of my career and PCSing, and I look forward to bringing you guys along with the ride. And so definitely stay tuned. Plenty more videos, plenty more interactions, just a whole adventure and just finding comfort in chaos together. So thank you. And without further ado, enjoy this video.
I think
That's right.
no action is worse. No action is worse than a decision at the company level. So I'll just leave it at that.
No action.
No decision is worse than a decision. Than taking a decision.
See, guys, this is how we got lost at LandNav right here.
You gotta
You're
make a
listening to
decision.
that right here.
Make a decision.
Make a decision. We're literally, there's easy little
can't
passes.
just not-
no,
you can't
we're
make
gonna
a
crawl
decision.
through this brush. We're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
ranger
right.
up.
And we made it. We made it.
And yeah, we made it.
We made it. Or we could have been standing there still.
Oh no. Speaking of Ranger, guys, I forgot to mention we got two Ranger School graduates right here, guys. And if you don't know anything about that, check it out. Just Google Ranger School, Army Ranger School. I think it's one of the top three, like one of the easy schools.
It is.
It's close to one of the easier ones to pass.
You should
know.
go. Try it
Thinking
out.
about
You
it.
should make
go.
it.
Right before I retire.
You should go.
I'm thinking about right
You should
before I
go.
retire.
Yeah, go. Do it.
Thinking
Just
about
drive-
right before I retire,
It's
just
so
drop a packet
Send
real
it.
quick because it's so easy, you know.
If you're watching and
wish
you're
I
a
could go
service
back.
member and you're not Ranger qualified, you should go. Tell me what you
Yeah,
think.
you should go. You should go.
Super easy.
What's one of like the craziest stories you guys got from Ranger School? So a lot of people always ask this. Were you guys a first time go? Or how many times?
I went twice. My
Okay.
second time went straight through, but yeah.
Same thing. Yeah, I went, failed push-ups. They said I couldn't do more than 48 push-ups.
Still can't.
Still can't. And then I went back.
40. Okay, so you had
That's
to
it.
do. They don't know what it's like. So you got
They
there.
changed it. They don't do that anymore.
Okay, so you got
Different
there.
PT test, different time. So I
Ooh.
showed up, shaved my head, did a layout, got smoked. And then the next morning, like 3 or 4 in the morning, we formed up. There's this big circular mulch pit. And, you know, it's just a PT test. You run up. I had to do 49 push-ups. I had a lieutenant, actually, the first lieutenant grading me. And
Really?
Yep, had a first lieutenant grading me. I remember his name.
So they have officers as graders too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I went in, did my push-ups, got to like 45, and once we got to 45, started double counting numbers, and I was kind of like, all right, because you hear about these stories like, hey, they're gonna play games. They just
Yeah,
wanna see if
you
quit.
hear about it, but
So I kept going, like, okay, like he's playing games, and he started adding numbers like 46, 47, 47, and then it was just 48, and then he's telling me my deficiencies as I'm doing them, and I'm like, I was 20,
and you're fixing them, right? Or
20,
you're
23 years old, I would say one of the best shape, like the best shape I've been in my life.
Yeah.
And then, I did 48 push-ups, and I was like, okay, hey, get up, go to the center of the pit. There's like a pop-up tent, a bunch of tables, like our eyes there, like, hey, like check in, and then you're gonna form up over here and wait 10 minutes and do it again. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I couldn't do it on the second attempt. It was, they're like, hey, redo it after a 10-minute break. I went back up again. Was graded by a captain the second time.
damn.
And,
It's because you went as like a
retest.
lieutenant, right?
Yep.
And that's why officers graded you.
No,
It's random.
no, it's random.
Okay.
But I went again, and like genuinely that time I could not. I think I got 43, 44 push-ups. I hit muscle failure. Like, I
Damn.
couldn't.
Well, of course. At that point, you've already done like 100 plus
But,
push-ups.
what I will say though is like
It's a long way to say you failed push-ups.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm just
No,
explaining.
he's giving us a story.
Yeah.
There's a story there.
Hey, I'll just, but what I would say, an infantry officer formerly going to my old unit, like, I remember we had this board. We had just done expert infantry badge. You brought it up earlier, EIB.
Yeah.
I just got my EIB. I didn't have my Ranger tab, and we had like a shock, like last second board interviewing for platoon leader positions. And of course, the first question I'm asked at the board is, in dramatic fashion, you either have a tab or you have a story. You don't have your tab, so what's your story? So what I said, hey, Roger, like I failed push-ups.
Ooh, okay. They
Told
take
you.
that.
They're waiting for me to say what I just told you.
Okay.
They want to
Because
see
they
how you
know.
respond.
Obviously,
Yeah.
they
they
wanna hear
know.
this.
They know what it's like.
I want
Like,
to hear your excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just said, hey, I failed.
There's no excuse.
And, give me an opportunity to go back and I'll get it. And what happened? Got it. Went
Hell
straight
yeah.
through.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I think with a lot of Army schools, and just the Army as a whole, I mean, your team is so important. I mean, I know David would agree, but I went through with the same squad through rap week, through all 3 phases, and I mean, we all went straight through.
Explain real quick for the listener, what does rap week mean?
It's just a
Ranger assessment phase.
Okay,
Yeah,
so there you
Ranger
guys go.
assessment
That's the
phase.
beginning PT phase.
It's like the first 5 days.
It's like the
where you
physical
do
selection
PT
process,
test
right?
And, yeah.
Okay.
Can get,
Do a
if you-
12-mile ruck.
Do you get
land
any
half.
sleep?
Yeah.
So like you said that you showed
get
up,
some sleep.
you shaved your head, you showed up, then you woke up the next morning like 3 or 4 for push-ups. Like,
Showed up with my head shaved.
oh, do you
Yeah.
have to do that?
We'll just
You have
break
to
it down.
shave your head. Yeah,
It's like
5 days. The first day, it's a PT test. I mean, well, day 0, you do the bag drag. I don't know if they still do that. You carry all your equipment to your like company cough. You get assigned like Alpha Bravo Charlie company. You do the layout. We have a mutual friend who didn't have the right winter boots. He
That's
got
right,
dropped.
boots. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a few people like that.
Yeah, I mean it happens. and then after that, you wake up the next morning. You get like 4 hours of sleep. It's not bad.
Okay.
But you do the PT test, and then you pass or fail or redo it. Well, that was back then. So you do the 5-mile run, come back, and then
Chin-ups.
chin-ups.
Ooh, how many chin-ups?
6. Dead hang. Super
Okay.
easy.
Yep. And then you do CWSD that same day. So
Yep.
you run
Right
all
after.
the way
shit.
down to Victory Pond. And
Oh, shit.
that's
They smoke.
That
I mean,
smokes you.
They kind of smoke you. I mean,
running back with the wet clothes.
yeah, they make you do like while you're waiting to go. You do 3 events there. You like, if you look it up, there's like that famous like,
The Ranger rope.
yeah, you go up
Yeah,
the ladder.
tower.
You stand on this beam like super high.
So you
up.
guys do that?
yeah,
Yeah,
everyone has
first
to
one.
do it.
Everyone has to
Yeah.
do it.
Everyone has to do it. Climb. Do
And
the
they'll like
commando
mess
crawl,
with
touch
you
the
while
wall,
you're up
touch the
there.
pad. Yeah.
I mean, it's tall and it's windy.
Yeah,
we
that's
both
like,
went.
if
in
you're
the
not
winter.
good with heights
Yeah.
and you got horrible
Yeah.
balance, dude.
Yeah, and they're
Do you
like,
guys like
tell
eat
you to
shit like you
stop.
see them fall off
Yeah.
or whatever?
And they make you go do it again. Yeah.
You just get up and go again if you fall.
Got to climb up there again, and they'll tell you to walk backwards or stand on one leg, and yeah,
Oh my god.
it's
Damn.
fun.
I don't remember. I just remember.
You
going
just
on
kind of
those,
blanked
man.
out. You're just
I
like,
did,
dude.
I did
was
it twice,
whatever.
so
Oh, yeah, you did.
I did 2 wrap weeks.
Yeah, I didn't make it that far the first
No,
time.
I did. So
Yeah.
it sucked both times. So yeah, and then you run back with your wet clothes, and then do you do Malvesti that night?
No.
Oh.
I think that night you do
Like some classes?
land nav familiarization.
Okay.
And then after the next day you do land nav, and then you either pass fail, and then you do RTTs. I think you do
Like the sleep. If you pass land nav on your first go, then you don't. The next day is the retest, so you get to sleep a little bit
you get
more.
to sleep in.
So if you
Okay.
pass land nav first go, and then do RTTs, which I don't know if they still do that, pass or fail.
I don't know what that
anymore,
is.
but-
Yeah.
So then the next morning you can kind of like sleep in a little bit. But if you fail land nav, then you get like 2 hours of sleep and go do land nav again.
You
And
do
that
2 hours of sleep, land nav, and then you have to go and do the 12-mile ruck.
the next day.
Yeah.
That is
You get
freaking.
I feel like most people, if you fail land nav the first go, it's a lot harder.
Like the odds
Yeah.
are
If
against you.
Yeah,
Like they're really against you.
because they'll smoke you. The first year I went, I feel like it changed between the 2 years. Like there was like no holds bar on the smoking, which was fine. But the second year they were very like, we're gonna smoke you for 60 seconds, and so you kind of knew, like, but it
Damn.
was just different. It was way more like, set in stone.
We graduated the school like I think around the same time, a few months apart. It was during COVID lockdown.
Maybe
A
that's
lot
why.
more strict on like, smoking people or like what they could do. I
Contact.
felt
and all
it's a
that.
lot more controlled than the first time I went in 2019. Second time I went was like a year.
Yeah,
later.
the second time was way more controlled. The first time was like what I imagined it would be like.
But then I was barely there, so I don't actually know.
Well,
So let me ask you this: they always say like in your squad, right? So do you guys have like an assigned squad?
Yep.
And obviously they probably randomly pick who's going to lead this or who's going to be the mission leader, all this stuff. Did you guys have like a lowest ranking in your squad, and what was the rank of the lowest rank, like of the service member?
Private first class.
You had a
First
PFC?
class.
Yeah.
No
We had a
shit.
couple from
We had a
Ranger
couple
Regiment.
PFCs from
Ranger Regiment.
And did they did they have to they got put in charge?
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
ours got put in charge to be the PL in
No
mountains.
shit.
But like I was saying, like we had all been together for so long that we just put
Help him out.
And then he was a hard worker and he was a young, in shape dude, so he would carry more stuff. You kind of all like share.
Do you
your
feel like
load.
they get like when you go as a lower enlisted, do you kind of get like peered out in a way, or you get really assessed not only by your squad members, because you probably got like senior NCOs, you got NCOs, lieutenants, just people who are experienced with training, op orders, all that stuff, and they're going for like that career progression, and you got that, you get PFCs who literally they have no experience, they just went to their first duty station and they're just going.
They fill the gaps though, because there's so much other stuff going on. Like going back to Darby, the first phase, they changed it now, but back then it wasn't that long ago. But it used to be like all squad level. Now they're doing it all at the platoon level. I don't know how different it is now, but back when I went, and I know when you went, like you're with your squad, like you only do squad stuff. You have your own planning bay, and that's where you sleep. And then you wake up, you do PCIs, you receive your frag ord, and then you plan for your mission, and then you brief, and then you guys SP and execute your mission, and then you come back, and then you return to that same planning bay, and then you just rinse and repeat for a few days, take a break, do it again. When you're in that little apparatus, through the whole mission planning process, everyone has their own, you kind of identify who has what lane. So
Yeah.
I was a first lieutenant who had completed rifle platoon leader time, and I had that actual experience planning an op order. So I was planning that, paragraph 3, scheme of maneuver, that type of stuff. Meanwhile, I believe my squad had 3 or 4 junior enlisted, E4 and below, from Ranger Regiment.
Yeah.
Those guys, they were stepping it up though. You've got all the PCIs, you have to lay out all your equipment. They were going around the planning bay, setting all that up for us.
Oh,
They were
nice.
destroying, like doing a lot of those like NCO tasks, like distributing the MREs, making sure everything was dress right dress, getting accountability
Yeah.
of the equipment. And then, typically it's the officers in the squad or senior NCOs. They're at the sand table,
even just the train model.
just the
kit,
train
yeah.
model, and even the junior enlisted can hop in on that,
Yep.
build that. We had a great guy, Ranger Regiment guy. He's in my platoon, but this guy was always planning the movement. He was
You get your
specialist
lane,
E4, and like that was something I did for my squad. And when we moved to platoons, he was from a different squad, specialist, planning the entire movement for, X amount of people in a platoon across, the mountainous terrain of Dahlonega, Georgia.
That's crazy.
So there was, but like that, that was his lane. Like he was confident in it. He was really good at it.
Yeah, once you get a system in place, and once you get a couple repetitions,
you stick to it.
If you've been the alpha team leader, now tomorrow, like you're gonna help the alpha team leader. If you've been the Bravo team leader, you're gonna help them, and then everybody knows what right looks like, and then it's just a matter of like, have you been out, doing the Derby dance, and you're tired, and standing out on the rocks for 6 hours after your mission.
That's crazy.
But I think a lot of that is just, it's like maturity. So, like it doesn't matter what rank you are. Like people kind of form cliques, even in the squad. So like all the I-Bullock lieutenants, or like me and David, we'd already been to our unit when we went back. So we really like fit that clique, but we had experiences that they didn't have. Like I'd already been to JRTC. So I think that, and then I feel like just with so many other circumstances of being an officer, like if you're able to be humble and just like put your ego to the side, that's that's like the biggest thing.
Dude, that's so hard though in the military.
It is hard. Yeah.
That's one of the hardest things in the military. Egos.
Yep.
Egos. Did you ever witness anybody like losing their cool? Like you ever see anybody like get in someone's face, or they just lost their cool, they didn't want to fail, or someone's like, they just kind of, have you ever?
I feel like to me, if you lose your cool, that's like automatic. I read you off in my head, so I probably hear those people.
But you never witnessed though. I'm just saying, did you ever witness that?
I did pre-ranger. I know David did too at Fort Campbell, and we had a dude who did that, and I think he went and then like got dropped on like the second day of rap week or something. But he was not a team player, so like you can't go to a school like that. It is a leadership school. If you don't know how to be led, you're gonna fail just as much if you don't know how to lead.
I saw it a couple times. Darby, I won't describe the dude, but he was in a different squad, same company. So like all of our planning bays were right next to each other. And it's like, first call, everyone's waking up, everyone's tired. And, this guy, he had already recycled once. He was up like screaming, like, get the up.
I can totally visualize that.
Yeah,
easy.
like,
just being in the Army.
I mean, to him, I think I know that he believed he was like helping out the team by pushing people, but in reality, like, he's pissing everyone off.
Yeah.
I spoke to the guy, nice guy, but like this individual he didn't understand, hey, like your behavior, you're presenting that you're losing your cool. And then what I will say is like, I've seen this as well, like there's a lot of things that can happen to someone in that environment, when you're getting assessed on a ranger school patrol or whatever.
Yep.
You are getting assessed. Like it is a test. Yeah. It is a school, and they're testing you on what you've learned at the school under like super stressful environment. I've seen people like in the leadership roles essentially lose their cool, not necessarily like scream at the people on their team, but they
lose their composure.
Yeah, they like kind of like freak out. I mean, I'll be honest, like in Darby, I had to go already. I didn't know I had to go, but I kind of lost my cool. And I'll say this, like, kind of lost my cool because I was a team leader for that look. I think we were doing a recon. The squad leader was an I-Bullock lieutenant who just blatantly quit. It was the last day, the last look, and we had a refit day like 3 or 4 days prior. He told the RI like, hey, I want to quit. And everyone was like, yo, what? And the RI kind of like wordsmithed it around him with him like, hey, like, I want you to confirm that like you're going to quit. Because he was going to drop him right there. But the guy, he decided, no, I'm not going to quit. But he had mentally quit the team.
Yeah, obviously.
And they put him in that squad leader role on that last day. And I'll never forget, we were like high crawling up, and the dude just stood up. He just stood up. The RI just like,
what are you doing?
Just turned his head like, yo, what? And the dude just stood up and was laughing. And then I was kind of like, all right, you're the Bravo team leader, Lieutenant Heinzen, like, hey, go take charge. I was like, yo, what? Like kind of low-key in that moment, I was like, crap.
Well, yeah.
In the end, it was fine. That individual had failed all his patrols, got peered out. But because of, I think he was unanimously peered out of the 15 people in that school. He was gone. But I mean, you see it, and you know, people have moments, but it's really like, it depends on how you kind of take it out. Do you take it out on other people? Do you just kind of internalize it?
Yeah.
Everyone sees it, especially they see it when you're in a leadership position.
I mean, towards the end of each phase, like if you get a look and you don't get called up again, like you pretty much know you have a go. But there's some people who will get like 2 or 3 looks. I think towards the end of a phase, because your chances of getting a go like drastically decrease.
Yeah, but it puts the pressure.
Exactly.
Like it puts the pressure, so you really are like, that's gonna pour over to like, dude, don't freaking.
And everybody's so exhausted by the end of a phase that it's like, dude, if you couldn't do it with everybody fresh, it's just harder. So I think that's when people really, at least for me, people would really start to lose their composure.
Especially because you think naturally the human tendency is to point fingers. You know, it's too easy. Like the first tendency is like, oh, he failed and that's why I failed, you know, or he didn't do this and he didn't do that, you know, and that's why they made me look bad. That's why I got a no-go or something. It's just very easy.
That stress of not knowing if you got a go or no go. We had a guy, really good dude, who was with us through all of Darby and half the mountains, and he just got up and quit one day. He just was like, I'm done. And I liked the guy. He was a good teammate. I think he'd had enough.
Damn.
That school, I mean, I'll just say it's exhausting.
Do you find it beneficial though, now that you guys have, like, obviously I know it's a huge accomplishment in the Army and stuff, but like, do you guys look back, especially where you are now, and look back, you know, and just kind of be like, wow, I'm glad I went, you know?
To me, having seen 2 branches, obviously in the infantry, it's kind of expected. And for me as a PL, I was always like, you know, why, you know, I did it. Like, why didn't someone else attempt it? Or whatever, you know?
But you had mentioned before, though, a lot of it, like he said, he went to a board, and that was one of the first questions. But that's because that is the culture.
That's what I'm just like,
it's easy to, especially as a PL, you're brand new. They put the pressure on you, like, this is the culture you're in.
Yeah, that's expected.
So you're either with us or you're outside of our culture circle.
And it was just like one more thing to like kind of add some legitimacy to like leading these NCOs who've done this for a decade. It's like, hey, well, at least I, you know, went to Ranger school and like did what I was supposed to do, just to like, now I'm your leader, you know, or whatever, as a PL. So, but I think to answer your question, I don't think it's necessary, like especially in MI or now, you know, I think you can be a good leader without it, but I definitely, for me personally, it made me a better leader. It does push you to your limits, and it does put you in situations like, I remember in Darby, they were calling out the roster numbers for the first squad leader for all of Darby, and I was the squad leader. So it's like game time, you know, and I just go to my squad and we executed. But those are moments that if you're never put in that situation, that school, that's a place to be put in those situations,
put you in that situation
instead of real life or whatever, you know.
So it definitely prepares you for the future. No, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. I've always, if I saw a soldier or if I'm working with an officer or an NCO and I see that they're tabbed, it's crazy because naturally for me, there's already an expectation like, oh, this dude knows what's up. You know, this dude knows what's up. Like, I don't got to worry about this one, you know. But then there's also sometimes it's like, dude, they have that. And then I'm just like, dude, how did you get that? Like, you know, I mean, it's a thing. And a lot of it too goes back to like, hey, they got it because where they came up at, that was their culture. And now they left that circle. Yeah. Because you're only, the Army, you're in duty stations temporarily, you know, so you're in that culture for like 3 years. And then guess what? You leave and now you're going to a whole different culture where it's something else now.
You might think that about me in 10 years, you know?
Yeah, you know, we'll see. We'll do a
people change.
Episode.
You've changed.
You know, you change. You change big time. Comment change down below so we know how much he's changed.
Put a timestamp on that.
All right, so we're going to circle back real quick to the command time now. Let me ask you guys this. You know, during your command time, I'm just going to ask you straight up, you know, was there ever a moment that you were just like surprised? Like that wow moment, like, oh shoot, you know, I'm here. Did you have something that came up where it was like, okay, I didn't expect this, but it's a surprise, you know? Did you ever have a surprise moment to pop up to you in that command position?
Like I was surprised, like I wasn't expecting that to happen, or
like
oh wait, I'm in command.
Okay, so what surprised you the most? Being in the seat as a commander, what surprised you the most?
I mean, the truth is probably pretty boring, but
Yeah.
I think the most surprising thing to me was just like, you know, we all talk about how important like using systems and processes is.
Yep.
And then when that doesn't happen, you know, higher echelons or, you know, when units aren't synchronized, coming from the background, like in a unit where that's like very important to like get people out the door and equipment out the door, like that was surprising to me, was like not having systems in place or not using an orders process.
Okay.
That was because, you know, seeing how fluid like complex operations can be, like deploying full battalions, brigades.
Yeah, so it's important to stick to
Different
systems.
places, having a mall, like basic stuff.
Basic stuff.
Basic stuff. Like just kind of flying by the seat of your pants was surprising to me.
But you made it.
I feel like we had to
work
do
around.
that,
We
but,
definitely
yeah.
did. I know
But
that for
that
sure.
was just truthfully the biggest surprise to me, was seeing like, you know, when it all came together.
As a first sergeant, you know, working under you as a first sergeant, like that was one of the first things too, because I know when I took the seat, I know already in my mind the basic expectation of me, you know, and then of course the basic expectation of, obviously we mentioned accountability earlier. Accountability to me also goes up.
Yep.
You know, and they all know, I've said this before many times, you know, as a leader, yeah, you hold those accountable, but then accountability also goes up because you're always going to have a boss too, you know, and they're going to have a boss and they're going to have a boss. And so accountability does go up. And so I knew those expectations. And so that was a surprise to me too. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's like, you know, okay, this is what black and white tells me.
Yes.
And it sets me up for that. But then sometimes there are individuals, you know, and this is every Army unit. There's always going to be this, you know, you're never going to have a perfect duty station. You're not, you know, you're never going to have the perfect commander. You're never going to have the perfect first sergeant. You're never going to have the perfect leaders, you know, because we're human. We're not perfect. Yep. We're going to make mistakes, you know. And so sometimes people just will morph into the easy route. Yep. Convenience over priority is what I always say. You know, they'll chase convenience over priority. And because the priority takes more work, priority takes following systems, following process, planning, more time, more energy, you know. So that's not surprising, you know.
I think it is.
Well, it's not surprising
that was my answer.
To experience. That's what I'm saying.
Man,
but you are right.
Dude.
Damn, this guy's changed, guys. He's changed, man.
I think it is surprising.
Damn. What about you? Well, what about you? What was it? What was you most surprised the most? Did you ever have that moment? What surprised you the most being in the seat?
I don't think there's like one or, you know, 2, 3 moments.
Oh, you're too good.
Damn.
No,
so you were ready for everything.
I wouldn't say moments. Just say
you.
like, you know, a general trend that surprised me was, you know, like people who are in similar positions to me or the same position that, you know, weren't committed to it. They were more compliant to what their job and duty description was. They weren't like
officers.
Yeah, they weren't bought in. They weren't like, you know, I said it earlier, like, you know, I commissioned to be, you know, because I want to lead. I don't want to sit on the sidelines. There are people who, I was shocked to see it.
So was this one of your main benchmarks as an officer to hit?
I mean, like, yeah, benchmarks as in like not to progress, but it's just a job I wanted.
Okay.
And the thing is, like, in our previous, you know, branch, infantry,
obviously,
like every captain, if they want to progress, has to take command.
Oh, exactly.
There's no negotiation. There's no way around it. Like, you have to. So, like, you know, why be mediocre? Go all in. Like, you should want to do that. Whereas, you know, in the 35 series MI branch, like, you don't have to take command to progress. It's almost like a choice. So in most cases, it is a choice. Most people just do staff time. They're the 2, and then that's their key development time, whatever.
That's
check.
okay.
That's totally
because that's
fine.
how the Army is just structured.
Yep, totally fine.
You can't change that.
But what shocked me again was I'm in this position, and this is a job I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
And like, Yeah, sorry if I'm confusing people. I tend to confuse myself.
No, I'm confused
You
over here,
confused.
guys.
I'm
Don't worry.
surprised.
We're
I'm
all
always
confused right
confused.
now.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
He's throwing a lot of Army jargon, guys.
No. Yeah.
No, I get it.
No,
I get what
but
you're
some
But I
pe-
do
like,
get what you're saying.
Like they don't like they're in that command position and they're like, yeah, whatever. This is just like another thing.
Well, we've got a friend who always says, I mean, command is sacred.
yeah, command is sacred. It's true.
It's not just like another job. You
No.
have a who are
You
dependent on
you
it,
can't take this responsibility lightly.
Oh, I
Some
totally
people-
agree.
Some people are just like, hey, like, I'll do my 12 months. Listen, man, couldn't be me. That's all I'm saying. Couldn't be. If I was,
Dude,
if I was,
are you
Well,
surprised?
because
I'm surprised.
I am kind of surprised. I'm not gonna lie. But you mentioned a lot of stuff because
What
you
you
got to
mean?
think about it. You got to think about it, though. Like you said it before, command, and that's something I've mentioned this before, and I've had conversations with soldiers too in the past. And I said, you got to understand, there's a difference. When you're a commander, you have what's called command authority. Your authority shifted because you're in that position, and you inherit now that command authority, and that's what separates you. Because now you can be command over somebody who's the same rank as you. And they're same commissioned officer, same thing. They probably even came from the infantry too. But because their signature doesn't have that command authority, and that makes it all the difference. They can't take people's stripes.
they're not taking stripes. They're not
They're not
approving
taking
leave.
stripes. So is that what you look for when you have command authority? Obviously, that's the first thing you brought up. Is that what you look forward to?
No, not me, man.
So what's it like having command authority?
You
Damn,
tell me.
what's it feel
What's
like?
it feel like being under command authority?
Dude, it's tough. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough. It's tough sometimes. It is tough. So let me ask you this. So
No, hey,
speaking
let
of
me
that-
ask you a question.
Oh, horse shit.
Comfort 7. Why'd you want to be a first sergeant? A detachment sergeant. 2. You stepped up.
Why'd you want
Question.
that smoke?
I knew I wanted to be a first sergeant my first week at basic training. My first week at basic training. That was like, you had your drill sergeants who I looked up as like, dude, these are like the creme of the creme. Like they knew what they were doing. Cause I went to OSIT. So you go to OSIT
Yeah.
Fort Benning, it's like you have the same drill sergeants all the way through. It's combined, And so I'll never forget Drill Sergeant Hernandez. He was my drill sergeant, and to me, it was like, dude, this dude knew it all. It was like, that's what a drill sergeant was. They are the example. They're walking in and they're the talk, And then there was the first sergeant who would come out. I'll never forget First Sergeant Presley. He was the first interaction I ever had with the first sergeant. And just seeing that presence, and then when he would walk around, come through the bays or whatever, there was just something about it where I was like, dude, you're in good hands with this guy in front of that formation. There was a sense of comfort,
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly. I knew right off the bat, I was like, dude, I will have a success. I will consider my career success, and I can retire
No,
if I held the first sergeant seat.
Yeah.
Because that's my goal. I was
Yeah.
like, that's my goal. I switched MOSs and all that stuff,
Yeah.
but in the end, I was like, this is still my goal.
And you
I
didn't
wanna
even
strive
have to take that job with your MOS.
I
You
didn't.
volunteered to.
Yeah, I didn't. I volunteered. The opportunity came up, and I chased it.
Yeah.
And I knew because I had those previous examples in front of me, and that's what I was like. I knew what good they brought to me, the comfort and training, the expertise. That's right, comfort and chaos.
What happened to you there?
No, but I always thought, because it really is. They're the ones with all the power.
And the-
Remember that.
And
You
the
got
chaos.
your top 3.
Where'd the
right?
chaos come
Top 3 in the formation.
Yeah.
One has all the power.
It's true. Like the first sergeants, they ran everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They ran the show.
They ran the show.
That's why, I try to pass that down though. I have to pass that down.
Yeah.
I tell the staff sergeants, hey, they're going to be sergeant first classes soon, and sergeant first classes, who want to be first sergeants. I have to make sure they understand, especially the soldiers, they understand the top 3, the hierarchy. You have your commander, your first sergeant, your XO. That is the hierarchy of every Army unit. One has all the power, one has all the authority, and one has all the influence. When you understand that relationship concept, then you understand the structure of the Army, and it makes it just a lot easier to understand, okay, why does the commander want to do this? Why does the first sergeant want to do this? Oh, XO's walking around. What's he going on? Now you know why. So that's why I just was like, okay, I want to be part of that hierarchy. That's my goal.
Going back to your first question and what you just talked on, one thing that really impressed me about this unit and this previous job I had was the amount of NCOs I worked with, that I met, that wanted to lead. They wanted to take that next step.
I will say
hungry.
that's something I noticed when you took that seat. I'll straight up say there was a difference. There was a shift in not just now just being a technical expert. Now they got to be a leader tactically.
Totally.
You know, that tactical leader,
Low-level
the
leader.
basic low level common sense. Let's establish this system, the structure, and now let's enforce it, you know, and that's something I noticed. So I definitely, a lot of kudos to you, because I noticed that, being somebody who was also in that detachment, you know.
Yeah, hey, again, that really impressed me, and, you know, I didn't expect that coming to this organization, 35 series, but, you know, they proved me wrong, and I like that.
Ooh, man. And let me ask you guys this now, as commanders, what's it like? Have you ever had to make a decision, okay, that knowing that no one's gonna like this decision, but you had to make it?
Yes.
You know, what was that like? What's it like doing that? Like, you know, because I know it more, you know, obviously, and all experience. Even when I was just a PFC, I remember this, you know, and we'd always, as a soldier, just ask, man, why are we doing that? Why are we? And then everyone, the easy fallback was because this is what the commander wants. You know, this is the
Man, it
intent.
was a long 2 years, so I'm sure I made them.
Oh, I know you have.
You can remind me.
I remember. There's plenty.
Yeah.
UPLs. Oh my gosh,
UPL.
dude.
You were
why
on
the
every
heck?
one. You were on every one.
I know, but it's
Randomly
like,
selected.
dude. Sometimes I will say that's what,
Dude,
I
I
would
got
always say,
one,
like,
dude.
why does he want to do these at
Dude,
9:30?
I remember I made a soldier do something they really didn't want to do. And it was so worth it, man.
Oh,
Watching
shoot.
you get in the pugil stick ring.
Oh yeah, I broke my
you know,
thumb.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Thank you. Yeah, that was.
I remember people were like not totally on board with doing land nav, day and night land nav, which was like normal to me.
Yeah,
And then staying the night, you know.
that is true. You did make
But
that
everybody,
call,
everybody liked
and it
it.
ended
was
up
awesome.
being like
Yeah.
it shifted the whole climate
Yeah,
because
people
during the
wanted
prep,
to do it more.
during the prep, everybody was like, "Dude, how can I get out of this?" You know.
I mean, I don't think that some soldiers have ever been to the field before.
That is that basic soldier concept
Yeah.
that should be fundamentally used through every unit in the whole army. You know. But that was a good call. I'm actually glad we had a good time doing
Thanks.
that. That was a good call.
Yeah.
I don't think any other command team did the same thing.
We
You did it
still-
Oh,
overnight?
sure you did, dude.
I got
What a
photos.
surprise! I'm
You did
surprised.
overnight?
We did multiple overnight.
I'm
Remember that group chat, and I sent the photo, and then
Dude, that was an AI photo.
oh yeah, it was an AI
That
photo.
was AI slop.
No, it was. I mean, you know, my counterpart has a great quote: "Leadership versus likership."
Leadership versus life.
As a commander, you just have to accept the fact that
Yeah, you were kind of hated,
you're
dude.
not there to make friends. I mean, you're not there to make friends, but that's the sacrifice you make with that position. You're gonna do a lot of things that are unpopular, so long as you're giving them what they need, which isn't necessarily what they want. And I'm not gonna dive deep into that because there's a lot of different examples, but I mean, just basic example: PT at 0630,
Ooh.
right? PT, dude. Here we only do PT for an hour. It's 60 minutes, and that, you know, within 60
We used to get
minutes.
C-wired into the parking lot.
Yeah, they strike. We would.
Yeah.
It was a detail.
That's dope.
Like I remember. I
Yeah,
was a
we used to have
PL.
the same thing
Yeah.
at Fort
Yeah,
Riley.
my platoon sergeant. Like,
It was called the Hill, and it would close.
Yeah, I would lose a squad leader once a week, and he would be on that detail at one of the gates entering our footprint. And who's leading his squad for PT? Next man up, team leader. But still, like, you know, that was the thing that would happen. Like, hour and a half of PT, and then you got less than an hour to, you know, change your uniform, go get chow, get cleaned up, and, you know, then you're at work. Here it was, you know, 1 hour, you got an hour and a half ish plus before you show up to work. But just making people show up, right?
Yeah.
There's certain, you know, I guess there's like a stigma, like I'm this rank, I don't have
Yeah.
to go to PT. It's
Yep.
like, hey man, like maybe you outrank me, whatever.
And you'll see
like,
that through the whole army now.
Yeah, like you got to come to PT. Like, dude, you know, you're coming.
Yeah, we had to deal with it.
And
Yeah.
then, you know, the thing that always rubbed me the wrong way is like, you know, you're the leader of X amount of people. You're on board with making them go to PT.
That's what
but you-
always.
You don't want to go to PT. You think it's unfair that you
Beneath
have to
you.
go. It's beneath you.
Oh,
Homie,
dude.
hey, if you're not maxing your PT test,
I have a whole rant on that
if you're
too.
not maxing out, you better be a PT. I better see you there.
There's nothing that pisses me off more, just as a pet peeve, when I take an AFT or take a PT test, and you see seniors, especially senior NCOs, who do the bare minimum. Like they know that the first thing they ask when they walk up to the line is, hey, how many is passing? Oh, 9 push-ups. And they do their 9 and they stand up. And I'm like, dude, I look at that to me and I'm just like, and you're in charge of soldiers, man. Like, what example are you showing here, dude? Like, I get it, dude. It hurts. It sucks. Yeah, we're old. It hurts. But I'm still going to come up here. I'm going to give him
Just give it your maximum
seriously,
effort.
I'm going to max effort because those that I'm leading are going to see that.
Yeah, and it's important. I mean, for everything.
W's.
BMWs. Hey, to
Bare
answer your
minimum
question, though,
warriors.
Oh, that's good. Bare minimum warriors.
Yeah, don't be a
Dude, I was wondering what that tattoo meant.
That's what it means.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just a car.
No, whenever they come into this, and I'll talk to them, and I'll be like, hey, you have 2 options. You're either going to be a BMW or you're going to be someone who's going to be sufficient to the team. Pick one. They'd be like, what's a BMW first on it? A bare minimum warrior. So which path are you going to take? Because at least I need to know who I'm working with.
I think the hardest decisions we had to make was just sending soldiers out the door with like 24-hour notice.
Oh, dude, that's the worst, man.
I mean, in the mission, I know he dealt with it a lot, but I think we all did. But that, when the mission's coming down from multiple higher echelons, and it has to be.
And of course, the soldier's not going to understand that. Like a lot of them don't. They just,
sometimes they did.
Face.
Some of our NCOs, they knew and they stepped up. But even then, as their leaders, like I knew it hadn't been processed right. They're like the last stopgap to get the mission done.
That's a tough one. That was always a surprise right there.
I think like on that note, like on that same vein, like we had individuals, I'm not going to go too deep into describing them, but like we would have individuals in my formation who were kind of held under different, standards and expectations. They could seemingly back out of getting out the door, and now someone has to cover down at the last minute. And, outside of my control, like it was allowed. And I think this was a systemic problem that had been going on and still going
forever.
on. It's still going on. This thing's been going on for years and years and years. And then, I remember an instance like, hey, this dude's not willing to go. And this is early on. And I'm like, okay, well, like, now you got to go. You got 2 days.
Yeah, because you got to still,
you
support
got
the mission.
You got a wife and kids. Like, go. You're going. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, okay,
Dude, I went back to back on 2 deployments to the Philippines before because of that. Because the dude who was pegged to go had wife and kids and family, and it was like Thanksgiving was coming up, and I just volunteered. I was like, at this point, I was like, I just got back. It's been a month, but I'll go back out again.
I mean, like, everyone's got a family. Even, whether you have kids or not.
Yep.
Is that the right answer? That you essentially said you volunteered or no?
I did. I volunteered because I just knew at the time I was like a senior on the team. And I just kind of felt I was like, all right, dude, I'll be selfless on this one. I'm already familiar with it. It just makes more sense. Okay, I'll just go back out, go spend time with your family, the holidays. I'll see you guys in April or something like that.
What precedent does that set, though? Especially if you're the leader doing it.
I'll tell you my thought, though, on that was because, at least for the team, I knew they were like, okay, this is somebody who's going to be in front of this formation, and he means business when he's in front of the formation. He's looking out for us. Yeah. But as far as the officers, like the commanders and stuff, it was just like, I just felt like, okay, it's just a name on a spreadsheet now. Now they're green. Yep. Now they can brief their men. Now they're green. They got a name. They don't have to worry about emails or going to these meetings or whatever. So I just kind of saw it at that level because I'm like, I'm not at that level, so I'm not seeing everything that's going down. But in my mind at that time was like, don't worry about it, sir. Hey, send the word up to the commander. I'll go. Yeah. Boom, boom. Put the name on the tracker, and then he's good. It's being fulfilled. So that's all you can do. That's all you can do. Okay, so broad leadership. We're going to wrap up here pretty soon. But I got some broad leadership questions because I'm curious. And I ask these questions a lot, especially when I have Army leaders in here, and this is more broader on the Army sense and just current times, but I'm going to ask you this. So what impact, and this goes for both of you guys, okay? So what impact do you think social media has had on leadership and soldiers, just given your guys' current experience from the time you joined to now? Do you think social media has a big impact or no?
I'm not on social media, so no comment.
okay.
No comment. David's big on it, so
I have my thoughts on this.
I have no clue. I guess the fact that I'm not on it, make of that what you will. But
You mean like leaders that you work with, or just like
Leaders and soldiers, just social media. What is the impact it's had? Is it a positive one or a negative one? Do you identify anything on that?
I mean,
It has both. It has both positive and negative. I'll say this. There's a positive and a negative. One is because social media now is turned to, it's almost like a part of their personality. So when I have soldiers and I have leaders, they're not always going to tell you to your face what's up. They're not. They're not going to tell you what's going on at home. They're not going to tell you what's going on in their head. They're not, and they're just going to put on that mask at work. They're going to do their clicks. They're going to do whatever. They're going to show up and then they're going to leave. And you're not going to know what's going on. Sometimes, as social media now has adapted as part of their personality, and you'll know if you're friends with them or you follow them, and you don't even have to, you can still keep it professional, just like we do on group chats and everything. You keep it professional. But there's times where people post things that just kind of like, you know what? You posted something that kind of got me concerned. Everything okay at home? Like everything okay?
Yeah,
you're posting
playing
something.
that Drizzy song, How About Now?
I mean,
You know
I
that
don't
song,
know
How About Now from Drake? Nah, I guess I don't even know the lyrics like that. Yeah, but
there is that,
they're being sad.
there is
being
that because you just
scary.
never know. And sometimes there's like, hey, someone can go over there and be like, hey, sir, I just want to tell you, I'm friends with so and so on their social media, and they're posting some really depressing stuff.
Yeah.
And you might need to talk to them, or they post something about their wife left them, like they're just saying living alone or something, and you're just like, what? Hey, everything okay, dude? So it does kind of help. The other side is, I'd also say that now, and I'm pretty sure you guys know this, but we see it on Army What the Fucks. You see all these now Army established social media platforms.
Yep.
I think we just saw a big thing in Fort Bliss. Some lieutenant colonel just got blasted on social media over like some run route. And I'm like, dude, see, social media is now turned into this mass flux of information where it keeps leaders accountable in a way that they were never kept accountable.
You can get exposed on social media pretty fast.
So now it's like, dude, hey, be professional, be by the book, be that leader. It kind of holds you accountable because hey, someone could be recording this.
Yeah,
Someone's going to probably
100%.
post it. And
true.
watch what you say, watch what you do, So there's different, it's kind of like
it sounds like those are both positive things. It sounds like you think it's positive
I'll
that
tell you-
soldiers
you're
can
right.
use it as a
I'll tell you
outlet.
now, you're absolutely right. So now the negative is soldiers now have turned it into a also thing where they're not talking to their leaders.
I think that is
They're
negative.
venting,
Yeah.
they're pulling this up, and they're venting and they're ranting about their
Yes,
leaders,
I
about their
agree.
commanders,
Yep.
all on here.
like
and
Army
of course,
WTF moments too. That's
and
another
it's getting
example.
them in trouble,
Yeah.
And at the same time, it's like, dude, why are you not talking to your leaders?
Yeah.
Why are you not talking to your commander?
Or anybody.
He has an open door policy. He or she has an open door policy. Go talk to him. Go vent.
I
if
feel
you
like
have an
that's
issue.
probably a generational thing too, though.
But I guess social media has that play
No,
on
I
that.
mean, I agree.
And I'm seeing a lot of it. And that's one thing that does ground my gears because you're seeing it like, oh, we're in the field doing this training and they're just putting that on there. You're seeing spouses. I saw a spouse video go viral because she had to go back to look for property that her husband had to go back, got recalled for, and she's venting about it. And, I mean, it was crazy, dude. I'm like, dude, what the heck's going on?
Yeah.
Like, who's watching this shit, dude?
What do you think?
Okay, I mean, I think social media I think people should have social media.
Oh, really?
Sorry.
I'm surprised.
But I think a good thing about, and I have a different perspective.
Well, why?
Different
Let's hear
perspective,
it.
yeah. So like, someone once told me, some dude I worked with before was like, hey, like, you should have social media. You should use your real name. And the reason why is like, protect your own identity. You know how easy it is to steal someone's identity? You just make an account. I can make an Instagram account right now, Comforting Chaos, and then I could get
Good
photos
luck.
of you. No, seriously.
You're
Run
right.
around. But if you turned off all your social media, as far as you know, I'm you.
Yeah.
I'm on the web. No one knows it's me.
No, you're
Your
absolutely
face.
right.
But couldn't someone still do that even if you do have your own account?
But the nice thing about having your own account now is you can say, no, that's the original source material. This is actually me.
And you can get in a fight with yourself,
Well, you can just,
the other David.
like, for example, someone I met years ago, literally 2 days ago, and have this individual on Instagram. they like tried to follow me again. And every time I see that, I'm like, well, why do they have a second Instagram account? And then hours later, going through Instagram, see this person posted a story screenshotting the same account that tried following me, which I did not approve. And they're like, hey, report this person, you know, they're impersonating me. Like that's the power you have by having, you can control and protect yourself. Just having your social media out there, using your real name, right? You know, I know it's a sensitive thing. Like, oh, you don't want no OPSEC, you don't want to throw your name out there. Like, no, I was told by a very professional person, hey, like, you should have, social media is a good thing. You should have it, use your name, do it to protect yourself. So I think it is good, but going towards like, you know, having this, like I have social media, obviously, like 18 plus months of command, like while I was in that position, the only person that like followed me that was in my chain of command was my counterpart. Like that was the only dude I followed. He followed me. We had people leave the unit and then they would like try to follow me and I was like, okay, whatever. But like while I was in command, I wasn't like actively reaching out to people like, yo, let me follow you, you follow me. When I switched out, I got a good amount of people reach out, follow me, hit me up. But like while I was in the seat, I was like, nah. But like it's different. Like you have a platform, I don't. What I post on social media is my personal stuff and I keep it professional. But I don't want to have that connection with them. But one thing I will say is I actually know this guy. He was a company commander in Germany. In his open door policy, he had like, hey, this is my Instagram handle, this is my Facebook. If you have an emergency, in mine, I put my personal number, I put my emails, I put 2 different emails, I think. I was like, hey, like if you can't get a hold of me on this, email me on my personal email, call me on my cell phone number. Like if it's like an emergency, 100% utilize open door policy. If you need to utilize open door policy, call me. If you don't feel safe enough to,
maybe,
open
dude.
door policy's still up there somewhere.
Oh, hey, I got a question for you. Do you think command philosophies matter?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
This is a good one.
Oh,
I mean, I had one. You probably didn't
Did
even
you
know
read
it. Did you write that?
yeah, I got it. It's framed right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
It's in the
yeah.
box right now.
It's right behind him. I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they do.
Oh,
They do matter, but what matters is when they're enforced. And that's the tough part, is because it's very easy to put words on a piece of paper and hang them on a wall.
Yeah.
But then when you know things come up, situations come up, and we know this because we've worked with places where policies, SOPs get pushed out, but when there's zero enforcement, then it falls back to the good old saying: the doer's going to do what the checker's going to check.
yeah, your favorite.
There's another one.
That's right. That's right. But that's what it comes down to, because that's the whole intent there. You know, it lets everybody know who this commander is, what their philosophy is, what their policy letters are.
When
all of
you
that.
were an E5, did you know your commander's philosophy? No. What was it? It was on his social media account.
One of them was the doer does what the checker checks.
Oh, that's good. I like
And
that.
because you have to enforce it. You have to.
Live by
guidance.
You can't contradict
Yeah,
yourself.
you can't
Exactly.
contradict.
It's a way to hold yourself accountable. I kind of because of that reason.
And it's very easy to just be like, it makes your leadership style easier, because now whatever decision you make, you just be like, hey,
Refer to that.
refer to this.
Yeah.
So I had a command philosophy as well. Number one priority. People are my number one priority.
Exactly.
Right? I reference
should
it.
be.
It's a super easy thing to reference back to. Loved it. Great tool. Initial counseling.
But you see, that
Here
can
you
be
go.
also misconstrued, though,
Yes, it can.
in today's generation.
How sway?
Because you got to understand, when that whole people first thing, when you start saying that, then it's like, hey, you're going to start you got to make sure you really kind of clarify that, because what else is going to be your priority other than that? Is it me just, hey, I don't have to come to PT because I got to worry about this and this and that?
Leadership
I'm a
versus-
person,
Leadership
or
versus
I can
likership.
get out of this TDY, I can get out of this because of, hey, this is the philosophy of the commander.
Yeah.
It's people first. It's people are a priority. Well, me coming to work with a smile on my face should be the commander's priority, right? Or not.
Hey, give them what they need, which isn't always what they want.
There you go.
And that's
You
how
got to be
make
the
them your number
commander.
one
You got to
priority.
be the commander that they need, not
Hey.
the one that they want.
Leadership versus likership.
That's right. You got to find comfort in chaos, you know.
Leadership versus like.
That's how Brady did it. He said, hey, I'm going to be the commander they need, not the one
That's
that they
right.
want.
He said, "I'm gonna be the comfort."
I said, he who dances must pay the fiddler. There's good hunting up in Brady.
"There's really good hunting up in Brady."
I'll tell you this, man. Well, this will be my last question I'm going to ask you guys.
Oh,
We're going to wrap things up.
dang,
I
really,
know.
dude?
Yeah, I'm not trying to.
Come on.
I know you guys got
much
stuff you got to
chaos.
do.
Too
You got
much
families
chaos.
to get home to. But I'm going to ask you this. Have you ever had a leader that you just felt should never be a leader? Have you ever worked with somebody?
Yeah, I worked with one for 2 years.
Oh, what kind of leader? What
make
kind?
that a
just
short.
General, in all your experience, and even just going forward in the Army, what kind of leader should never be in charge?
Yeah, I mean, I think
What kind
one
of
of the
leader?
biggest lessons I learned in my time was you should never ask your soldiers to do something you won't do yourself.
Okay,
And
absolutely.
I've always held myself to that standard, and I think when leaders ask things of their subordinates that they won't even attempt to do, even things as mundane as a run or,
Yep.
putting their nods on their helmet, like loading their mags, like leaders who make other soldiers load their mags, like little things like that. I don't think that's a huge red flag to me. Like, you need to be squared away yourself first, just like any PCCs and PCIs.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I mean, that goes, I think you can use that for any situation. Like, you have to lead from the front.
So if you were a battalion commander, hypothetically, would you hold your company commanders to that same
I
kind
totally would. I mean, I wouldn't, if it's my decision, like everyone's going to be a PT every day, like I'd be out there. And if they're not out there, I'm asking why. And if I'm not out there, like, then I'm going to have a reason, or there needs to be a new standard if there's a new condition that prohibits that. But I think, you can't ask people to do something that you're not willing to do
Oh,
yourself
absolutely.
as a leader.
What you got?
He hit it on the head.
Hit it on the
Same
head?
yeah, I'd say the same thing. And to answer your question, though, yeah, I have. I've worked with leaders who shouldn't be leaders.
Ooh.
Before the Army, even.
Yeah.
Going
Oh,
back
yeah.
to sports growing up,
Oh, yeah.
coaches. I mean,
I mean, that's
had,
a life thing.
I had, man, I don't even know this guy's name. I had a football coach in middle school who quit. The head coach, he quit. I was like,
Damn.
what is this? The dude, I don't know what he thought he signed up for, and it wasn't what he thought, and he quit.
Yeah, I had a kind of mentor. He said, before I took command, he said, when you're a commander, you're a coach, you're not the captain. And like, I was the captain of my high school lacrosse team, and you're out there, like,
Yeah.
you're in it with everyone.
Yeah.
You're not the coach, you're the captain. You're like
Yeah.
leading the team, and the coach is making the plays.
Yeah. They're
Coming up with a strategy.
exactly.
And so I thought that was a good analogy. I mean,
That
as
is
a
actually a good
commander,
one.
what's the end state? And then, like, for us, we had platoon sergeants, we had OICs and NCOICs. Like, how do we, like, use the team to get to the objective? And it's not you and me doing it, you
No.
know? But, we, like, in me as a commander, had to mark, like, this is where we need to be next quarter or whatever.
Yeah.
And everybody else needs to execute the plan, And
Yeah.
especially in the infantry, like as a PL,
it's just different.
executing that plan that is laid out, 'cause
That's just different. I mean,
Yeah.
as a PL in the combat arms world, like, that is the last really job you're going to have as an officer, close hold to soldiers, like on the boots on ground.
and you're not the commander.
And, you're just meeting his intent, his or her intent.
I think
So
PLs, like, I definitely didn't. That's something I had to learn. Like, you're just an extension of the commander.
if you were in charge of the Army for a day, if you were king, would you think it's beneficial for officers to go into combat arms first as like their initial entry into the Army? Like, get that understanding, do some PL time before they go to all their other branches or whatever? Do you think it's beneficial or not? Because I'll tell you straight up, I think every soldier should get some experience in combat arms before they advance as NCOs. I'll just tell you. You can always tell. I mean, I'll be straight up. You can tell NCOs who did time in combat arms opposed to the NCOs who did. I can just tell.
I think every officer should have to serve as a platoon leader while they're a lieutenant. I think at a minimum.
He said
As-
combat arms.
I know, but like not necessarily combat arms, but I would say in a combat arms unit. You don't have to be an infantry platoon leader, scout platoon leader, or leader.
And
Be like
I guess
a
that's more like
you
what I
can
mean too
Yeah.
as well. Just being a combat
Be
arms
like
unit.
a distro platoon leader within, an infantry division.
Learn
Just
like the execution
see-
phase of all the decisions and all
Yeah.
the planning from all
Maybe
the other
you're not-
branches. You know,
Maybe you're
Yep.
not like, because I think like where we're at, we're so far removed.
oh,
Like
definitely.
we're like 7-8 steps removed.
Yeah.
You got
more strategic.
junior soldiers, junior officers, and they have no clue like what they're actually supporting,
Oh yeah,
right? Because in reality, you're doing a
and
bunch
it's the
of
same
work.
thing with soldiers.
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
helping a senior level leader make a decision, which then will trickle down and impact, junior soldiers having to go on a patrol somewhere, having to go fire a weapon system
Yeah.
somewhere. You have no clue when you're this far removed from it.
Oh, exactly, without a doubt.
I think I got another one for you.
Ooh,
It's
send
like
it.
That there's a spear, and there's the tip of the spear, right? And then there's the staff. And you still need the staff to like thrust the spear, but you still need the staff to do like the legwork to get you there. So
Exactly.
to answer your question, like I don't think like being at the tip of the spear in whatever capacity is for everyone. I think kind of like going back, tying the whole conversation together, you kind of have to know what type of officer you are too. I think you can cross over, but you have to be able to make the distinction of I'm in a staff role, I'm not a commander now, and okay, now I'm on the line, I'm an infantryman. When it's just a different culture, a different everything.
Without a doubt.
And so I think if you don't go the combat arms route, that's perfectly fine, but that would be a tough learning curve.
Yeah,
And
without
vice
a doubt.
versa. If you're only on the line and you never spend staff time, it'd be hard to do later on in your career.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I'm tying this all back to, hey, like, I agree, it's totally fine, but like, if you're going to be a commander, like, I really hope you had that experience.
Yeah, I think it's important.
Yeah,
Exactly.
What
yeah.
we're doing now, like, you don't have to be a commander to progress.
Yes.
I wanted to be a commander. You can want to be a commander, never have that experience, send it. I mean, I think if you are a good leader, you care, you'll figure it out. You'll learn.
Yeah.
You'll learn either way. No one's perfect. Like you said, there's no perfect commander,
Yeah.
no perfect first sergeant.
Exactly.
You're going to learn. It is beneficial to have that. I do think that I personally think every commissioned officer as a lieutenant should have to lead a formation
I agree.
of some size, and then they can go off and do their thing. But I mean,
I think it's kind of like even tying in, Ranger school. Like we were saying, it's a team effort. So,
Yeah.
If you know
Oh,
your
yeah.
limitations and your blind spots, like just lean on your team. Don't go into that position thinking like, I never was a PL, but I don't need to have done that. Like there's nothing to gain from that. You just go into it like, hey, maybe this guy was a PL. Maybe he could help me out.
yeah.
And me, like I've never been an S2. Like if I ever get put in that position, I'm not going to
Yeah.
act like I'm done it before because I haven't. So I'm just going to be, hey, I need some help,
And it's another for the non-MI people watching. Like we were both infantry before. A common thing you would say on that side of the house, because everyone has to be a commander, is, well, I was a platoon leader, but I was never an XO.
Yeah.
I was never the XO for a company. Now I have to take company command. What do I do?
Yeah.
Got a couple friends in that boat. Same thing. Hey, well, that's why you have an XO.
Yeah.
You have an XO to worry about those things.
Yeah.
And you just lean on your XO.
Exactly.
So,
Leaning on each other. There
Yeah.
you go.
hey, it
What,
takes
hey,
a
what
team.
would you change? What would you change besides yourself?
Oh yeah. Besides myself, man. Oh man.
Oh wait, this is too deep.
Yeah.
No, I'll
He's
tell
gonna
you.
Start listing
Hey.
like
If I
30
was okay,
things.
you're saying like if I was king for a day, or basically king of the army for a day.
King G.
The good idea fairy, I guess you would say.
Yeah, you would be a fairy.
That's right.
A ferry, not a BMW.
Not a BM. That's right. There's a difference. No,
He's a
I would
gift.
change. No, I would literally, and this is more on the doctrine side, because evals. I don't know how it is for officers, but NCOs, there's really no training for evals. In any of our NCOES schools, SLC, ALC, there's literally not a block where I think that should be so important, especially at ALC. I think that should be a perfect module where I was like, dude, you should be a week here, put a week of module on just strictly the NCOER process. What is like be a raider, senior raider, what the bullets look like, the formats, everything else. Like verbatim what needs to be there, put the requirements, because I'm seeing it so many times where I'm just like, what is, like, there's just so many where I can't harp on them, because I'm like, dude, you know what? I had to learn this stuff myself. I didn't even have no one teach me, you know, and it was like, dude, this should be a module.
Yeah.
Like, I would make this a module, make it a requirement, make this part of the training where every NCO goes, boom, put this in WLC, put it in ALC, let them learn, you know, because it's hurting people's careers. And essentially, they go to the board comes out, and all of a sudden you're just like, you can see on their AAR like what they're missing or what they're lacking, and you're just like, dude, they probably didn't even know. So how are they going to hold their rater accountable or their senior rater accountable? They don't even know.
It's just, I mean,
But
I was never taught.
Me neither.
I don't think so. You know, and that's just like a good idea, Ferry, where I'm just like, dude, that should be a big thing. As lieutenants, be like, hey, go through this class.
There's so much.
The most I've learned is from HRC coming out.
Yeah.
Coming back. But like if you put it like as a module like Triple C or something where you just go over strict evals now. Here we go. Boom. Here's how to set them up. Here's what they look like. You're a raider. You're a senior raider. Here's what your senior raider should be doing. You know, here's what to expect. Let's go for a week. You know, create an eval. You know, you're the raider. You're the senior raider. Create it. Let's check on it. We'll red pen it. Make sure we're good. You know, here's what doctrine says. Here's what the reg says. That's a good idea, Ferry.
Hey,
There you
I
go.
like it. Good idea, Ferry. Be a
There you
gift.
go.
Be a gift.
Be a gift. Oh
Good
my
idea,
gosh,
Ferry.
guys. Okay, hey, last question. Well, how do you guys find comfort in your chaos? Here we go. We're going to wrap it up. How do you all find comfort in your chaos? David, you first. How do you find comfort in your chaos, David? How do you stay grounded, man? You're all over the place.
Yeah, you are,
Yeah,
man.
man.
I feel like you're all over the place, dude.
know.
You're like a politician, man.
Who is the real David?
You have
Who is
social
the real
media just
David? I
to
don't know.
prevent other people from being you. That's kind of
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Paranoid.
How
Who
many
is-
burners do you have?
Yeah.
Don't lie. Don't freaking
You must
lie,
think
dude.
real high of yourself.
He's got like 3
I'm
burners,
about to go
dude.
home and create like 6 David Heinsons.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
DH gate. No, I don't. Comfort in chaos.
Yeah, how do you find comfort in your chaos, man?
I don't know. I just.
How do you get through those hard days?
What's the Serenity prayer?
Oh,
Except-
great.
You're asking,
This
you're asking
guy. Oh my
Chaos
gosh. Is he
7,
about to
dude.
quote another Drizzy
Yeah,
song?
man.
There you go. Hey, well, you know what Drizzy
No.
says.
Hey, just.
You know what Cap Miller says in Saving Private Ryan?
I didn't even know the character's name, man.
Well, you were quoting Captain Sobel the other day.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
Oh,
I am Captain Sobel. In case you didn't know. I mean, how do I find comfort in chaos?
Yeah. I kind of already know what Brady's going to say. I know Brady. I probably know what he's going to
just say it.
I know what he's going to say.
I mean, truly, I'm lucky. I've got a great family, and I just like hanging out with them.
there
I
you
love
go.
them.
I was going to say, you
make
do
me
it for your
happy.
family. If
Yeah, I
someone
mean,
had
that's
asked me, I
my
would have answered
thing.
for you. I
That
know.
you-
He does it for his family.
Yeah, my family for sure.
Yeah, I mean, accept the things you can't change, man.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
That's yours.
Yeah, accept the things you
It's
can't
got to be
change.
something
and-
real. Like, what do you do for
I mean,
fun?
I mean, dude, like the last 24 months of my life, I don't like. I work out,
Play
spend
beer
time
die.
with my wife,
Real rules.
lose,
Real
at beer
rules.
die, get whooped,
Beer die.
get my
Yeah.
ass whooped and beer die.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true. He gets his
you're
ass
not
whipped
the
every
best.
time, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, he got bodied by his own teammate last game, dude.
He boxed me out.
got-
If he wants to take that L, that's on him.
Hey, I hope that didn't upset you. You look kind of you got upset by that.
I was shook. Was
I
just
would,
like,
I
yo,
would be
dude,
too. I'm like, dude, my own teammate
gonna-
boxed me out, dude.
How you gonna box me out, man? I hope you post this as a short, and I hope he sees it.
How you
gonna
gonna
box
how you gonna box him
How
out,
you
dude?
gonna
He's
box
on your
me out?
team, dude.
Yeah. Shitty
Yeah, I
teammate.
remember that.
No, I mean, like, you know, you leave the army with 3 things, right? Your family, your fitness, and your habits. My cousin always said that.
Oh, okay.
Really like that. I mean, he's in the army.
Oh yeah.
I took that out of his playbook. But yeah, like, you know, you've got your family. That's your comfort.
Yeah.
The army's the chaos. When you leave the chaos,
True.
what's your comfort? Your fitness, right? 5 domains of fitness.
Yep.
Like, that's what you're walking out the door with. That's your comfort right there.
Yeah.
Like, how do you manage stress? I work out. I went
Yeah.
to the gym today. Sometimes we play golf.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
And then your habits, like, are you sleeping good? Are you eating good? Are we eating Domino's at 9:30 p.m.?
Hell yeah.
Like, what are we eating? You know, what are your habits? Are you waking up early? Are you staying up till 2 a.m.? Like my teammate that plays beer die, and you're playing 2K till 2 a.m.
2K.
Damn.
You got work the
2K
next day.
till 2 a.m. Dude.
So I'll throw some shade.
I know what yours is, dude. Just don't. You can stop.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say
You can
nothing.
stop with the
with the-
politician. He's a politician over here.
No.
Dude, you are really good. You love talking on the phone. You're always available. I think that's
Dang.
what you like, man. You
Talking?
love talking. You're
Presence,
very
man.
presence.
You're all about presence.
You're a good
And there's
friend.
multiple
Make me
forms.
cry.
No,
He's there for everyone,
exactly.
and I think you like that. Like, that's good for you.
Really?
That is
You were
true.
here
Except
one time.
No, there was one time
Yeah.
I texted him.
Oh,
He left
yeah.
me on red for like
For 2
5
days.
Oh,
It was
It
2
was like
days.
5 days.
2
No,
days.
I think you like your friendships and stuff.
You are. You're a very personal
Yes,
person.
You have lots of friends. And
Literally, I don't think there's ever a place I didn't walk in with you where you're talking to the waiter
talking to
or
people, and you really care. Like I wouldn't
legit.
have to, like,
Dang.
You know,
What does this have to do with comfort and chaos?
no,
know.
that's
You
just like
just-
that is
if
that
you
is
need-
how
you
you
look-
get
you were
through the
struggling.
day. You know, I don't think there's any way like
you were
seriously.
struggling.
That's how you
I mean,
just you
it's just building connections, man.
exactly
Yeah,
connections,
That's your
Yeah.
comfort.
establishing connections,
I
man.
guess,
That's
yeah.
how you get through
Finding
hard, tough
common
times.
ground.
Yeah.
What if there's no one there though with you?
No, but that's
go crazy.
literally you're gonna find somebody because that's how you are.
You,
Like,
you'll call someone.
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
I don't have my phone.
Sometimes I wonder, can this guy like can you sit by yourself for like an hour? No phone, no nothing, just sit by
yeah.
yourself for an hour?
Dude.
Engaging somebody for something.
Think of all the fake accounts. Though.
Yeah. all the
I
fake
mean, that
accounts.
takes a lot of energy too.
Yeah.
He's got to
You
be
gotta-
like, he's going to be busy.
Litigation. The litigation.
He's going to be busy.
Yeah.
He's
What
going to be
about-
busy.
What about you?
Yeah, man.
How
what's
do you
your-
find
Oh
comfort?
man, that's easy.
You're the Mr.
Don't-
I call it, hey, I always say it's about the chase. You know, you got to find something to chase. No, you
Are
do.
you talking about like liquor, like chase?
No, I'm not talking about
okay.
beard eye stuff. I'm talking
Oh,
about like a goal. You
Like
know,
chase your drink?
I've gone through some really tough times in my life.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of times where it was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. Like, I don't know. Why am I like, I don't know. I don't know what's up. So I had to find something to keep me grounded to chase, whether it be a physical goal, like you said, fitness wise. Give me a freaking, hey, run an Army 10 miler.
Yeah.
Okay, let me put in this work. You know, let me put this in my regimen. Keep me busy. You know, my son just playing sports. Okay, let me do what I got to do now to keep that going. What do I got to do to chase that? Put that as my next chase, you know, and just keep myself occupied. This right here, this is a hobby of mine that keeps me mentally, physically occupied. Keeps my mind going. Lets me pursue something new.
That's good.
And that's what helps me when it's like, dude, it's a shitty day. The commander pissed me off. Dude, I don't know
my
how
job.
I'm going to
Yeah.
get through this.
It's my job.
You know what? Let me just go ahead, turn on the lights, get the camera on. Let me
Yeah.
get to this hobby. You know, let me go run 5 miles now Wednesday night.
When did that happen? When did that
Hey,
happen?
Every
I'm
Wednesday.
telling you. Let's
Every
go.
Wednesday.
Every
With you?
Wednesday.
Oh, man.
Let's go. Wednesday.
When
Every
did that
Wednesday.
happen, dude?
Let's go. Did it
Okay,
today.
let's go,
Randolph.
dude.
Let's go.
Invite me
Wednesday.
next time.
Come on through.
Dude.
Come on through. I know you won't come though, but it's okay.
I went to
dude,
that
I'll go.
Randolph gym today. It's pretty good.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have hit me up, dude. I would've went.
I didn't see you there.
No, I got there around 4.
Oh, 4 p.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, I just missed you.
Yeah, we must have just missed each other because I
Yeah.
got there around 4 because I want to get a workout in before I came over here and get it set up.
Dude, I'll just say, having known you for 2 years, I'm impressed that you've done this relentlessly.
You've been
I
consistent.
mean, you are very consistent.
You've improved.
That's something to be proud of.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I never, ever will probably do this again. But I never would have done this with anybody but you.
Oh, man.
Y'all
Hey,
should hug.
editor, cue round of
That's
applause right,
right.
now.
Yeah,
Go ahead and
cue-
give an applause.
Clap for me.
In the
No,
comments.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, you're a professional.
Seriously.
And
No,
you're
I just
legit.
have fun doing it.
You
You're
are
good at
legit,
it, though.
It's just
You're
fun.
good.
Yeah.
I just have fun. That's all it really comes. Come and vibe. Just have fun. You
Yeah.
know, no narratives, no bullshit, no sponsors. Just fucking, yo.
Is it, man, there's a quote I wanted to use, but I just can't think of it. It's like, if you're, like, you don't want to be working, like, it's not work if you're having fun.
Yeah.
And that's what this is. I mean, this is
Yeah,
something you do in
it's
your
a
own
hobby,
time.
but
You
it
love
takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of
Yeah.
energy, but it's not like work to
Yeah,
me.
it's fun. If
Yeah.
You know,
enjoy
we
it,
had a
it's
lot of
fun.
issues with the camera.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I have fun troubleshooting. Me figure
Hey,
this.
chat. We went through 3 different cameras
Just so
today,
you guys know, yeah, we did.
just to document this conversation between us 3 gentlemen.
I mean, time flew.
We're going to wrap things up, guys. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming and hanging out and vibing tonight. You know, I know we're all about to go and do our future endeavors, split ways.
You're about to go have some fun down in.
I don't know if it's going to be fun.
Peninsula.
I got to check some stress blocks off first. Hopefully they all work, but we'll see. But hey, thank you guys. Seriously, it's been an honor. Seriously, working with y'all. You know, knowing you guys.
Yeah.
Please don't delete my numbers. Don't delete my signal. Don't delete my number.
Unfollow me.
Don't unfollow, because I'll probably hit you up.
Unsubscribe.
I'll probably still send you some weird gifts and some weird reels.
Yeah. I'm sending you stuff.
I know you. Yeah. We won't even talk about that kind of stuff, man.
Dude, I got one more question for you.
Send it.
Okay. What was the weirdest / funniest thing that happened to you while we were in command?
The weirdest.
It could be a soldier. Come on. Tell me.
Man.
Let's go, dude.
I know what you're doing.
What?
I know what you're doing. But I'm more mature in that sense, to not interpret it the way you interpreted
How am I
it.
interpreting it?
Yeah, actually, I don't know where you're getting at with that.
Let's
one.
go, dude. I just want to hear a funny story. People always see the serious. Everyone sees the comfort. I want to see the chaos, man.
No, I'll tell you, it wasn't weird though. I had a great time, but the our land nav.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, you know why? You know why?
That was fun, dude.
Yeah,
that was a good time.
and
With
then the
LT,
the
LT was
AR
out there.
afterwards. That special AR that we had. That was
LT
actually
was
really cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
Everyone. Yeah, that was really.
We had the hot chow out there too. It was freezing cold. Yeah, that was pretty fun.
That was that, and then only to wake up at Ruck 6 miles.
Yeah, that was good. The buddy team live fire was pretty funny too.
Oh, the buddy team live fire was really fun. That was a blast. I don't think anyone else has still done that yet. We're the first ones.
Yeah, I think so. They did a shoot house. That was cool.
Hey, that shoot house was scary.
That shoot house had a lot of
scary,
that
man.
shit made the times, man.
That's true.
But hey, you got through it.
You guys got through it. We got through it.
That's all that
Dude, I'll
matters.
tell you what scared me was that haunted house though, too.
That haunted house was
That
scary.
was scaring me at first. That really came together.
Dude, that was a
lot.
lot.
Dude, that's
High key,
not
that
gonna
was
happen.
pretty dangerous.
That was.
It
It really paid off.
Straight up.
It definitely
was
paid
amazing.
off.
Yeah.
But
That
even
was-
though that's something I'll look back and be like, wow, I can't believe they pulled that
I
off.
can't believe it
Like
either.
that
that
was
some professional stuff.
Yeah.
it was a lot too.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
I mean, they're still complaining about how it's not cleaned up yet, right?
Dude, you really didn't believe in the bugle stick thing. That really worked out.
No, that worked
That
out.
was good. Yeah.
made a lot-
You're like, are we sure people are gonna get hurt?
I just didn't think
I
it.
got hurt.
Yeah, you both.
Yeah,
broke- you
everyone
broke me
did.
off.
I
Well,
know
you-
my thumb was like
My
broken.
thumb
That
is
was
still
pretty funny.
sprained, dude.
I lost my nail and everything. It was just the whole thing was bruised and fat forever. I couldn't even like bend it. And I was like, dude, this is crazy.
My right thumb is still swollen. It's legit. Like, I've been going to occupational therapy.
Dude, those Norwegians were really good too.
Oh, heck yeah. The Norwegian Walk March.
Shout out Big Red.
Yeah.
It takes a team.
That was fun.
Who you win with matters most.
That's
It takes
right.
a team. Like, you lean on your team, you empower your team, and you can get cool stuff done.
Get it done.
And that goes back to, like, if you're in a position like we had, like, if you want to do great things, empower the people under you, they'll run it. You give them that guidance.
Yep.
You can spot check them. You can supervise. You can literally refine the plan, whatever. Let them run it.
Let
Yeah,
him.
let them fail.
Let them fail. Let them learn from mistakes. That's okay too. But like, that's how you get to do cool stuff.
It really is.
It's not like, oh, it's my plan, my idea. I know the requirement. Blah blah blah. I know the requirements.
Okay, what's the most angry you got?
Oh, man. There's been a few times. One of the most angry is more, I get angry more at the individuals that I know they knew the right answer or they knew the right choice, but yet they chose to make the wrong one blatantly. And that was tough.
Yeah.
That was tough. And having to maintain professionalism, there's times where I just close the door and have to vent in your office,
Yeah.
because I'm just like, so angry. It's like, dude, just, and I have to just be professional. But that is one of the hardest parts of the job for me, at least, it being in the seat, was knowing the potential someone has, but then they choose to be the BMW.
BMW.
Yeah.
They just chose the wrong path. They made the choice.
Yeah.
And that made me angry.
Yeah. I remember we did this LPD one time. It was a brigade level one, and they described your studio. And I don't remember the description looking like this.
I don't remember that either. Did it look like this?
I remember that.
Did it look like this though? I think it was.
It was
a little different.
spot on.
I don't remember
No, it
this
was-
at all.
No.
No, I remember.
That's funny.
It was like
was
the
I
kitchen.
there? I don't
You
think
were
I was
there.
there.
You
I don't
were
think I was there for
dude.
that.
They're like
Yeah.
open concept.
Yeah,
You
open.
I don't
walk
think I
in,
was there.
stairs are to the right. You've
No,
got
that
kitchen,
wasn't true.
And then, hey, I have a good memory, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
you know, TV's right here when you walk
They,
in.
yeah?
they did mention the chaos couch.
Yeah, there's a couch right there. There's another
Oh,
there.
yeah.
There's a lot of couches.
There's like 10 producers back there. There's a whole staff back there.
There, Z's waving. What's up, Z?
Z, what's up?
What's up, brother? Yeah, he's got Z, one of his golf buddies.
And do you have any more questions?
So, you know, when you're moving, like,
Mm-hmm.
how do you plan on continuing this there?
Yeah, that's a
Are
good
you gonna
question.
build like? Are you gonna find new people to work with? Bring them in.
Honestly,
Have you met anyone?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. That's one thing that is tough as a senior leader, and you're gonna obviously you guys will see this too, because you only have what 10 years in each. You're
Less.
like under, right?
You're at what,
Yeah.
9?
So once you
8.
I'm at 8.
You're
I'm
at
going
7.
on 8. Oh.
You hit 7. I just hit 8.
Oh,
damn, who's gonna make major first?
him, he's ahead of me.
He'll make lieutenant colonel first.
Ooh, okay.
Probably.
No, but what I was saying is that's the tough part. Is obviously it's like you have to start over. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like the tough part. You get to a unit, you build these relationships, you build these friendships and everything, and then you go somewhere else, and you're just like, dude, no one's hit
No,
me
that's
up.
like the bad thing of the
and you have
army,
to start fresh all over again. You have to
sucks.
build a network. You don't know who's who, what's what,
Yeah.
and you have to start fresh all over again. And that's the tough part because, you know, the saying does go like it gets thinner on the top. So it's not like I can go to a first line or a squad leader or, you know, I have
Yeah.
like my left and right, you know, my team. So it's like, you know, the higher up, you're just kind of like on your own and you're
Yeah.
just like, you're expected to just adapt, you know, and click on it.
It is weird. Like even my oldest, she's like starting to realize we're moving, and she's all sad and gonna miss her friends, and it just sucks.
Yeah.
But hey, we're
I mean,
only
she's
a
at
phone
that
call
age
away,
though.
man. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You can
Call us.
always video call us.
Okay, remember
Hey,
he said that. Clip that. Make sure we say that so I
comment down
can
below video call.
so I can do my reaction video when I'm like, "Hey guys, we're about to call Brady. Watch this."
Yeah.
No answer.
I'll take it.
Good hunting up, Brady.
All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Hey, thanks for coming. Thanks for
Hey,
joining.
thanks.
I appreciate y'all. This
Thank
was
you.
fun.
This was.
We definitely
This
got
was a
to
great time.
do another recap and kind of maybe if our paths cross again, we'll
Yeah.
make something happen and
That'd
we'll
be fun.
hang out again.
Come
you
to
know?
South Carolina. Go to a game.
South Carolina. There you go. There you go.
Video calling.
All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the links down below, guys, and we'll see you on the next video.
Hey, don't forget.